to be present here in front of so many partners, so many other distinguished people in the industry. I would like to keep my deliberation very short. I just want to tell you that today we are in the midst of a serious change in our marketplace. The people who are in this ecosystem, one is the manufacturers, then the distributors, then the dealers, then the retailers, and so on and so forth. And in the corporate segment, there is the principal company, and then there is the government or corporate, and in between the partners who are there. The entire business has become extremely challenging with tremendous pressure on margins, delays in payment, huge cost of interest, and as a cherry on top of this cake, we have the online marketplace, which has created havoc for many people who are actually doing retail business. So in fact, I'm just coming out of another meeting where people were saying online is totally disturbed our life, because somebody who has been, let's say, buying certain things traditionally from the channel through distributors and others, today when the customer comes to them, they are able to get 2,000 rupees less in the online marketplace compared to what they are getting it from their own official channels. Now when we go to manufacturers, they say we are not cutting price. The price is being cut by the online marketplace. For example, all of you would have heard that today Flipkart has raised $1 billion at a $5 or $6 billion valuation, and their sales is almost $250 million. So it is an extremely challenging time for the channel. Channel today has to reinvent itself. In fact, many people have to migrate. So when you are under tremendous pressure, when you are not able to meet your costs versus whatever you are earning, you have to see what is the best that you can do. So I would like to tell you a few things that I believe is very important. If you see, social media has created a very big impact in our life. Like the online marketplaces have created an impact, especially for the retailers and many of the other people in the ecosystem. The social media also has created a tremendous impact, not only in the country or as a society, but individually it has created a huge impact, because today we are dealing with very young people, or your children or your brother's children or somebody's, all these young population is totally onto online media, because they are totally evolving as a new generation, and most of their buying will be online. They will not be going to shops, and they will not be going and seeing things. They will do whatever they need to do through the internet, and they will start buying. So if you see, the online marketplace in India is definitely going to zoom, in the sense that we have just started. We are just seeing what is happening. So the online marketplace is going to grow tremendously. In fact, it's going to grow exponentially, and that is one of the reasons why we see that we have so many marketplaces, and these marketplaces are getting tremendous amount of funding. Now in this backdrop, people who have worked hard for 20-25 years, put their business, some people 10 years, some people 5 years, what are they going to do? So there is going to be a temporary phenomena where you will see that you are losing margins, you are losing business, people are moving out. Ultimately it will all stabilize. We have seen this happening in Western countries, where the Costco's and the other shops are still on, the brick and mortar shops are still there. At the same time, the online marketplace is also there, and it is growing. So we will see that the price disparity that we are seeing today, the customer is getting the benefit of the discounting or whatever it is, but slowly, it will start stabilizing. Because of, market forces, our channel partners or partners will need to understand that this is a state of flux that they have to, withstand, and this is a time where they need to reinvent itself. So when one door closes in front of you, you have to realize that the same door can open you and take you to another place. So it is very important for all channel partners to understand that they now need to have some core competence developed, and this core competence is what they should bank upon for their survival and growth in the coming years. the simple activity of pushing boxes and moving boxes, doing trading will not, help you anymore. So it is time for everybody to reinvent themselves and to seriously think if they can invest time in learning and time in applying whatever they are learning into practice. And in India, we have got tremendous opportunity. Yesterday, we had a ESDM conference, and I was one of the speakers there, and it was so, heartening to see so many people. In India today, if our total electronics industry is $100 billion, let's say by 2016, it is only $25 billion that is made in the country, which means $75 billion is totally imported. So, and according to our economists and other experts, our oil import bill will look smaller compared to the electronics import that we will be doing by the year 2020. So that means there is a huge opportunity in several areas as far as electronics is concerned. So if you take the mobile phone market, today every month we are selling 6 million smartphones. Just smartphones we are selling 6 million. Now this is going to go to almost 1 crore smartphones a month, in the next 2 years. The total consumption, especially from the mobile industry, is close to 40% of our total electronics consumption. And if you take the laptops and the tablets, which are again very fast growing markets, just mobile phones, laptops, tablets and desktops together will comprise of more than 55% of our total electronic consumption. So there is a phenomenal opportunity, I think, for people to collaborate in whatever way it is possible to look at bringing some amount of local manufacturing. There is an opportunity, it is tough, but there is an opportunity. There is a lot of opportunity in value addition areas. There is a lot of opportunity in facilitating foreign companies which have the technology and the know-how to help them set up in India and build their own channels. So the basic message that I want to communicate is we have a very good challenge or very deep challenge which is thrown to the channel community, and this challenge can be converted to a huge opportunity because India is today one of the most vibrant markets that we can see, and the opportunities for smaller companies are very nimble, so they can move very fast, they can take quick decisions. The opportunities for smaller companies is extremely large. The only thing that we really need to see is, are we doing anything innovative or are we doing something standard? If you're doing anything standard, we must have the lowest cost in the planet and we must have the highest efficiency. So with these 2-3 directions, if we start working on whatever we do, I think all the channel partners or people who have invested quite a lot of their time, energy and money into this business for the last so many years, they will all find new avenues of growth and new avenues of satisfaction. Ultimately, if you are going to office every day as if it's a grind, it is not going to help anybody. But here you would see that there are new opportunities coming and you will be thrilled to look at, embracing these opportunities. So with these few words, I would like to say that we are going through a period of tremendous competition, tremendous pressure in terms of margins and costs. But let us look at this as the opportunity and let us not shy away from understanding that change is the only constant factor in life. Thank you very much.